So how's everybody doing? It's PR here, and I'm back with another video. This series of videos will be basically me just talking about a few fallacies that I've heard from Philadelphia Eagles fans, and these are fallacies that are quite damaging because I'm not exactly sure where they're hearing it from, whether it's their friend, whether it's from the Philly media, whether it's from Dave Spadaro, which I think is one of the most damaging places you can hear this from, or it's something that they're assuming from Chip Kelly. All of these are very damaging fallacies because, like every fallacy, it's a mistaken belief based off of an incorrect argument. And I've basically seen this for years with Philadelphia Eagles fans. I've been one of those people who have used these fallacies because I've believed people without really thinking for myself or thinking through the truth. So this is the first video of this series of Philly fan fallacies or Eagles fan fallacies. First and foremost, this video will be about the fallacy that DeMarco Murray is better than LeSean McCoy, which I'm going to be honest, is not true. DeMarco Murray is not better than LeSean McCoy. Not only has LeSean McCoy had a better track record than DeMarco Murray, coming into LeSean McCoy's, I think, third NFL season, he was already breaking team records. He had already had 20 touchdowns in a season, ran for like 1,200 yards or something like that. He was just beasting. He was breaking Eagles records that were started by Steve Van Buren. And then 2 years later, in 2013, he was breaking the yardage records. I understand that he was in Chip Kelly's system. I'm not really going to talk about that there. He broke records in Andy Reid's system. He broke records in Chip Kelly's system. So basically in any system, LeSean McCoy will be successful for you. LeSean McCoy has been greatly healthy throughout his career, only missing 5 games as a starter if I'm correct about that. Westbrook would be injured at least for 3 games this season. Now, this is not the same with LeSean McCoy. And LeSean McCoy always did his best. He always did great, and he always fought for the extra yards. LeSean McCoy had his downfalls. He had a mouth on him, which we all hated. And, we all remember the St. Louis Rams game this season where LeSean McCoy catches a screen pass, basically runs backwards 20 yards and fumbles it. Did LeSean McCoy have a fumbling problem? You can say that in the middle. He did and he didn't. Last season, yeah, I think he did have a fumbling problem, but not in seasons before. And a lot of Eagles fans have just said that DeMarco Murray is better than LeSean McCoy. They've said that DeMarco Murray fits Chip Kelly's system better. Even though, last season we saw the Eagles run tons of running back sweeps. If people are going to say, DeMarco Murray is just going to go up hit the middle as fast as possible. Well, are we going to, if we're going to see the Eagles run sweeps all the time, DeMarco Murray isn't as good in space as LeSean McCoy is. LeSean McCoy's got legs on him. He's got the juke in him. DeMarco Murray's just going to get you with the power. And I know the Dallas Cowboys had a great offensive line last season. They currently have the best offensive line when it comes to running the football. They've got some beasts up there. And it's not to say that the Eagles don't have beasts at the offensive line position. They just don't have the offensive line that Dallas did. And is that going to hurt DeMarco Murray's numbers? Quite possibly. They could quite possibly hurt his numbers. Even though we have Jason Peters, we have Evan Mathis, who is on the team for the meantime, Jason Kelsey, and Lane Johnson. That's a very good offensive line. We don't have any depth. We have a history of a lot of injuries on that line, and that could screw us in the end. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of scared about the well-being of our offensive line. I'm interested to see what kind of plays DeMarco Murray will be given, but it seemed like no matter who we had decide whether it was Sproles or McCoy, they would mostly run sweeps, and it was just unimaginative sweeps. It would just, everyone knew it was going to happen. It just did. And if Jit Kelly likes running backs who just run up the middle and hit the holes, run a bunch of inside runs, why wasn't Chris Polk starting for us this season? Why wasn't Chris Polk the featured back? So that's just something that you can just smack right back in an Eagles fan's face if they say, DeMarco Murray is better than LeSean McCoy. He's not. He's just done one thing for one season. That's not to say that DeMarco Murray isn't a talented running back. He's just not better than LeSean McCoy. Sorry if you feel that way, but if you say that, you're wrong. Not only that, but DeMarco Murray has been battling injuries his whole career. You can't give him too many carries, or else he's gonna hurt himself. And do I have confidence in Ryan Matthews? No. If we're talking about who's the bigger fumbling machine between LeSean McCoy, DeMarco Murray, and Ryan Matthews, oh my God, this guy takes the cake. Not only that, but he's even more injury prone. So, I mean, if so facto, by week 10, we could have Darren Sproles starting for us. And that's not a good thing because Darren Sproles is really old and he's a situational guy. So I hope you've liked this video. Write any comments you have in the bottom bar or the comments, whatever. If you have criticisms, if you hate me, if you think I'm a troll, whatever. I don't care. But this is the first video of the Philly Fan Fallacies, and this is PR signing off. Peace.